Hello, hello. Alahoy, good evening mga ka-awesome, good evening mga kapatid, good evening aming mga kaibigan na nakikinig at nanonood ngayon dito sa, um, of course, ABC. Pero ngayon ay Sunday, so we will be having the Christian Dialogue at ako ulit si Kuya Aki at your service today. Malilate daw si Kuya Jesse saglit, pero he will be with us later tonight. Kamusta ang gabi nyo? Kamusta ang araw nyo? Sana ay um, service kayo lahat ngayon, nakapag-worship either kaninang umaga or kung meron na kayo mga work sana late afternoon or gabi. I do hope everyone is well, especially now na spiking na naman ang cases ng COVID sa iba't ibang bansa. Well, ayan, meron na tayong mga viewers and I think it will be best to engage with them first before we introduce you ang ating guest for tonight. Of course, dito na si Arnel. Good evening sa'yo. Happy Sunday, Christian Dialogue. Happy Sunday din, Arnel. And I trust that you will be tagging your friends in a little bit. How about yung ating mga ibang kapatid na habol? Pwede pang humabol. It's still early. Still 9:03 ng gabi. And for those of you who are still taking your dinner, okay lang. Dinner lang kayo kasabay ng pakikinig sa ating Christian Dialogue. Oy, nandito na rin si Mao. How's your Sunday, Mao? Good evening. Good evening din. Yan. So, before I introduce ang ating guest for tonight, join lang kayo ha and leave your comments and questions or feedback or anything. Welcome ulit sa ating Christian Dialogue for this Sunday. All right. So, without further ado, all right, let me introduce you ang ating guest for tonight. All right. So, yan na rin si Kuya Kaloy. Good evening, Kuya Kaloy. We are having Jam as our guest for tonight. So, si Jam actually, I have read your profile pero mas maigi siguro na ikaw na ang mag-introduce sa amin who you are, what you do, and yeah, take it away, Jam. Good evening. Kamusta ka naman dyan?
Good evening po, Kuya Aki, and to
Yan,
all our
check audio.
viewers.
Loud and clear ka naman, loud and clear.
Yes,
Ayan,
alright.
mas maliwanag na ngayon, Jam.
Yes po.
Andito na
Good
rin si
evening po
Joven.
sa ating
Good
lahat.
evening.
Magandang gabi. Ayan. Yes, I am Jamika Delayun, but everybody calls me Jam.
Mhm.
And
Like strawberry jam, parang
um,
ganun, no?
yes po, parang ganun.
Oo.
Parang
Sweet
common,
pala pangalan mo, ha?
yeah.
Sige.
Common introduction, parang ganun.
Oh, usually, ang
Um,
tinatanong namin dito, Jam, especially sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala sa iyo. Actually, ako hindi pa tayo well acquainted that much, but yeah, mamaya mas makikilala ka namin na mas maigi. Who you are, anong ginagawa mo for the meantime, and which congregation, the usual introduction na gusto mo i-share sa amin, yung whatever you feel comfortable with.
yes. Alright. Okay, do you want me to start now, Kuya? Yeah, okay. So as some of you may have known, kagagaling ko lang po ng SG ng Singapore. Just graduated from
Oh,
SITI.
wow!
So,
Congratulations!
thank you. And ngayon, I'm back in the Philippines. I'm currently living in Isabela, but I'm still, of course, attending Tuwao Church of Christ. As
Kay
someone who
Kuya
may,
June, di ba? Kala Kuya June ma?
yes po, yes
Right,
po.
right. Which part of
Kuya Jun
Isabela ka,
and
Jam?
sa
Santiago ba?
Kabagan po ako.
Sa
Ay,
north
hindi po,
side ba yun? Malayo, malayo.
medyo malayo na po sa Santiago eh. Yes po, ibang town. Yun po.
Nice.
Yes, yes. And I'm currently working at home as a BA. Yun po, while currently looking for a teaching position. Yun po.
Nice. Nice to hear. Thank you, Jam, for sharing that. Sa mga ngayon palang kakadial in pa lang, ang ating pong Christian Dialogue is a program. Ang pagkakaintindi ko dito, actually, this has been conceptualized by JD and Jesse. And every Sunday, dati, meron din tayong daily hours pag Sunday. But then we decided, maybe we can take a break from daily hours pag Sunday. And then we we extend yung time ng Christian Dialogue for an hour, and this is where we learn from the lives of our brethren na invite natin to be interviewed, yung kanilang journey and yung walk nila into Christian faith, as well as struggles and challenges, and maybe some tips and tricks na natutunan nila along the way. So thank you, Jam, for accepting our invite. At bago natin ituloy yan, ito na si Arnel. Ay, ma'am, teka lang, nakita ko na ba si Joven? Hello, good evening din, Joven. Si Arnel nagtatag na ng kanyang mga friends. Thank you, Arnel, for tagging. Dito na rin si Unil with us. Thank you, Neil. Good evening din sa'yo. And, ayan, nandito na rin pala si Jessie. Hopefully, I'm not sure kung naka-log in ka na, Jess. But in any case, it's okay, ha? Sabihan mo lang ako pagka ready ka na. Okay, Jam. Ayan na rin si Ate Jane. Good evening, Ate Jane.
Yes, good evening po.
Andito na rin si Awesome Sunday. Good evening din, Aldwin. Hello. Good to see you here. Ayun, yung inyong mga kaibigan na gusto niyo pang makinig dito, just share the link and let them watch us and makinig sa ating munting interview at balitaktakan ngayong gabi na ito. Alright, Jam. Ready? It's okay. Huwag kakabahan. Very informal lang naman tayo dito. We learn, I just learned na graduate ka sa CB. Usually, gano'n ba katagal doon? 3 years ba? 2 years?
2 years po.
2 years sa CB.
2 years.
Yeah, Pastor Panjang. I've been there a few times doon sa chapel, but not yet sa school. Hindi ko alam actually kung saan yung school nila. Okay. And so...
tabi lang po niya.
Katabi niya lang. Andun pa ba yung mga container van? May mga container van din dati bago yata nasira.
Building the whole building.
So it's tama. All... Uy, si Christian, sabi niya, number 1 fan here. Thank you, Christian. Thank you for being with us today. And then si Jack. Paano basahin ito? Jack Q or Jack lang siguro, no? Jack, and Arnel as well. Ano, no? Friend mo ba si Jack?
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Okay, Jack, thank you for being with us tonight. Okay, usually, ang first na tanong namin after the introduction, ano lang naman siya, if gusto lang namin, curious lang kami malaman how you started and how you get to know Christ to be your personal Savior. If you can walk us through, kung naalala mo pa yung year or date, that will be best. And so, how long have you been Christian? And yung meron bang instrument na ginamit to share with you yung gospel and things like that. All right, Jam, take it away. If you can bring us back to that day 1.
Wow, parang actually na kwento ko na po ito nung nag-guest din ako dun sa Thursday devotional ng young people.
Yeah. Pagka-afternoon, no?
Pero yan, ulitin natin. Yan. I grew up in a Christian family. Yeah.
Meron ka bang siblings?
Meron po. They kind of grow up with it also, pero not as much as I did. Siguro ganun.
Ikaw ba yung eldest? Ikaw yung eldest sa inyo?
Youngest po.
Youngest pala, okay.
Youngest, ayan. So yung, actually it's, mga tita ko yung nauna na naging Christians. Dahil din pumunta sila sa Singapore para magtrabaho, mag-abroad, ganyan. So, nadala din nila dito. And yun nga, nagkaroon ng congregation sa Tuwao, which is doon ako dinadala, bata pa lang ako. So, I was 6, 7, ganun po nung nag-start na ma-expose ako sa Christianity. Ayun. Sunday school, ganyan. Tapos, vacation Bible school. And much to the influence talaga yung nanay ko talaga, yung mother ko. Sobrang siya yung naging influencer in my Christian life. In my Christian age, I am 7 years old. Yeah, 7 years old Christian dahil ako po ay nabaptize noong 2015. May 30, 2016. Ayan.
May 20,
So,
2016. Okay.
yes po.
Wow.
May 30, 2016. 2015.
2015.
2015.
Okay.
Yes, so 7 years old
7 years old.
Christian. Pero yun nga po, starting 6 or 7 years old, yun dun na yung nag-start na nagme-memorize ng Bible verses. Um, yun, yung nakakasali sa mga activities. Talagang exposed, bata pa lang. Ayun, yun po. Yun yung start ng Christian life ko.
Yun, no? Madami tayong mga kakilala din na simula bata pa lang exposed na sila sa the family itself is exposed. I mean, is Christian. And what we have noticed is that different set din ng mga alam mo yun, experience ng challenges kapag galing ka sa Christian family. Maybe yung expectation din sa is different from your friends, ano? And so from then on, bago ka nag-CB, ano bang nangyari nun? So, the usual path ng education, teaching nga ba? Tama ba? Teaching ba yung path na
Yes po.
teaching?
Okay. Yes po. Yes po. Ayun nga po, ang daming nangyari before.
Naku, baka kulang isang oras natin dito, ha?
Oo, para hindi naman. Try natin i-short
Sige,
time.
pwede naman.
Ang daming nangyari before nag-CB. Ayan. Kasi CB is a big thing talaga kasi
Right.
Bible school yun eh. Parang isang malaking challenge yun para sa atin din bilang Kristiyano na, kaya mo ba talagang i-dedicate tong 2 years na to? Kasi before that po, ang dami. Let's say, kung kayo po, teen po, di ba? Parang ma-invite kayo na pumunta sa sa Bible school. Ang dami mong plano eh, ahead of that eh. Parang prior that. Ang dami mong gustong gawin sa buhay. Ang dami kong gustong gawin, maging, ganun. Tapos, biglang ganun. Pero yun nga po, before that, ang pinaka-big thing siguro, which is naging malaking epekto din sa Christian life ko is yung high school talaga. Kasi yun yung marami akong lost moments, parang ganyan.
Interesting yun, lost moments. Parang ngayon ko lang narinig yan, ha? Sige, mamaya. Anong tawag dito? I-detalye natin yung mga lost moments na yan. Parang interesting to hear that. Pero bago yan, sige, meron tayong mga, of course, si Arnel is tagging his friends. Oy, I think this is your friend. Ay, ni hao, Lydia. Wanshang thank you for being with us tonight. Siya si Nadine. Ano nga, Lydia, di ba? Ang name niya? Tama ba?
Yes po, Lydia. Nana yung Chinese name niya.
Alright. Si Ate Maya, nandito na rin. Blessed Sunday. And thank you for being here sa ating Christian Dialogue. Curious ako dun sa high school life mo. Bakit? Ano ang mga memorable ba? Or gusto mo bang kalimutan? Gusto mo bang alalahanin? What's with the high school life that made it a little special ba? Can I call it special or?
I would say remarkable.
Remarkable. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Something na before, yung nandun ako at that moment and nung fresh yung mga things, ganyan, I wanted to forget, syempre. Pero ngayon, as I grow older, parang na-realize ko, hindi mo pala talaga pwedeng kalimutan kasi dun mo makukuha yung lesson. So, in high school, dun ko po naranasan din yung parang, I don't know if I would call it like the typical teenage angst and rebelliousness.
Rebellious na. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Why did you consider yourself a rebel during your high school? Ano ba yan? Beginning ng high school or towards the middle, towards the end? May mga naka-influence pa sa'yo?
Yes po. So let's start from elementary. Top of the class kasi. Parang, wow. Yay! Let's clap for that.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Top of the class, tapos valedictorian ng graduate ng elementary.
Right.
The expectation in high school, gagraduate ka din ng valedictorian. Parang gano'n. But it didn't happen kasi I had a failing grade in math. Hayos sa teacher ko sa math. Ayan, failing grade, isang failing grade ko sa math. And automatically kasi at that time, pag meron kang isang failing grade, automatically you're out of the top 10 honor list. So parang dun na
Yeah.
nag-start yung parang bumagsak yung world, parang ganun.
Oh,
Kasi
anong year
parang
'yan?
second year high
Oh,
school
second
na
year,
po.
so middle high school pa.
Yeah, kasi ano
Dati
eh,
gano'n pa 'yun, eh. Ay, okey.
mm. Kasi nasanay ka na parang ito yung pride ng family mo sa'yo eh. Siyempre, apektado din yung family mo. And parang feeling mo nag-iba na yung treatment, friends, family, ganyan. And then, nadagdag pa yung sitwasyon namin na nasa abroad yung nanay ko. I
Mhm.
didn't grow up with my mother.
Uh-huh,
I grew up
uh-huh.
with my grandmother. Ayun po. Tapos yung father ko din, wala din hindi din namin kasama, nasa town nila. And then both of my siblings, they are in different cities studying college. So parang ako lang talaga
Oh, so
dito.
ikaw lang talaga, okey.
So parang walang support system at that
But
time.
yung mga grandparents mo are Christians naman din?
Sort of I would say po kasi but they're more of the Catholic ano eh,
Okay,
Catholic
okay, got it, got it.
yeah. So um medyo mahirap kasi ang layo ng parents mo, ang layo ng mga siblings mo. Tas dun na nga nag-start na parang feeling mo wala ka ng kasi yun dun ka lang magaling eh, parang dun lang ako magaling eh, studies eh. So parang it's so hard na parang ano na ako ngayon. Parang at that time parang feeling mo nasa iyo lahat, parang nasa akin lahat ng problema, pasad ko yung mundo. Alam mo yun,
Mhm,
teenage
mhm.
drama, parang ganun talaga. So, sobrang hirap mag-cope up at that time kasi wala kang, wala yung immediate family to
Right,
support
right.
you, to remind you na that's not your definition, parang ganun. Although, I'm thankful na, pero later on ko na na-realize na I'm very thankful sa mother ko na she did all what she can kahit malayo siya to remind me that na hindi yun yung definition ko. So, dun nag-start yung rebelliousness dahil nga ganun, parang nawala naman ng pride sa sarili. Dun na nag-start din yung na-breakdown yung guard ko sa sarili ko. And syempre, na-influence na rin ng friends. I wouldn't blame them kasi choice ko rin naman yung half of it, choice ko rin naman magpa-influence. Pero yun nga, yeah, influence din. And dun po ako nag-start na magkaroon, ito na yung lost moments na naranasan ko rin pong mag-cut class, mag-absent, mag-guidance or mapunta sa principal's office because of something, you did at school.
Talaga?
And yes po, and you wouldn't believe this with this kind of things. Naranasan ko rin mag-smoke and mag-drink ng
Mhm,
alcohol.
mhm. At that
Thank God,
early age?
no
Huh?
drug. Yeah,
Ha, ha,
no
ha, ha,
drug.
ha.
Yeah. Yun. And siguro isa na rin dun yung parang naghahanap ka ng kuya figure and father figures sa mga nagiging boyfriend, ganyan. So, isang part din yun. Sobrang lost talaga at that time. Parang
Right.
stray lang. Mm.
So paano naapektuhan yung Christian life mo nun?
At that time po, ito nga parang I wouldn't, hindi ko ma-express kung funny ba siya or parang amazing. Kasi
Mhm.
I'm in the midst of rebelliousness and andito lahat ng angst ko. Pero at the same time, parang bakit hindi ako nalalayo sa church? Bakit parang ang dami pa ring tao sa paligid ko na trying to pull me na dito ka, parang ganun.
Mhm.
Kahit na I'm in the midst of rebelliousness, nag-a-attend pa rin ako ng church activities, lahat, kompleto, Sundays, prayer meetings, ganyan, youth camps. Pero yung isang, ano naman po doon, side niya is, dahil nga at school, parang rebel, tas nag-a-attend pa rin ng church, meron din akong parang guilt na parang, Wait, parang nagdo-double life ako. Parang
Right,
ganun.
right, right. Uy, narinig ko yung term na yan. Teka lang ha. Let me recall. Double life tas sa school. Parang kay Maui eh. Parang ganun eh, di ba? Parang ang tama ba? Ang description mo is pag nasa school ka, sorry, pagka nasa church ka on a Sunday, Christian, ganun, no? Then
Yeah,
afterwards, pagka nasa school ka, parang iba naman.
iba.
Oh, ayun,
Right.
narinig ko yan, parang ganun. Pero commendable yung times ha, na kasi ako nagkaroon din ako ng time na, alam mo yun, pagka-rebel ka, kahit magsimba, ayaw mo na eh. Parang lahat,
Mm-mm.
buisit ka, alam mo yun, na galit ka sa buong mundo. Buti hindi mo naisip na gano'n, no, na mag-backslide or na wag na magsimba, wag nang huminto na sa mga pag-attend activities ng church.
Hindi ko
Hindi
nga
naman
rin po
pumasok
alam.
sa iyo, no?
Hindi po. Parang may something talaga eh na parang, ba't parang galit nga ako sa mundo, ganyan, galit nga ako sa maraming bagay-bagay. Pero bakit parang ayokong umalis sa church? Bakit gano'n? Di ba? So there's something talaga eh na doon mo makita talaga na amazing si Lord kasi
Right.
kahit ikaw nag-try ka na mag-pull away, parang siya yung nag-grab sa'yo eh, dito ka,
Aha,
ganun.
aha. Hindi
Yeah.
kaya nakaapekto doon at least yung foundation mo nung bata ka pa?
I think that's the answer po. Opo.
No? Parang, no?
Hindi
Kasi
mo
parang established na eh. So, paano paano nag-establish ng support yung church na ina-attendan mo nun? Nalaman ba nila na gano'n yung ginagawa mo sa school?
Wala po.
Wala.
Later, kasi very ano ako eh, parang hindi ko alam talagang
Secretive.
secretive talagang na kaya kung ito yung life ko sa school, ito yung
Right.
life ko sa church, parang ganun.
Right, right.
And even my family, they don't know that. Years later na lang nung nag-open up na ako, ganyan.
Right. Eh, mga grand...
Ganon. Tapos na ako sa stage na yun. Eh, ano po, parang, pero nalaman ng family ko, malapit na akong graduate nun. And talagang nandun na ako sa pinaka-point na parang, kaya ko pa ba, makaka-graduate pa ba ako? Kasi
Mm.
talagang rebel, ano na talaga. Pero yun nga po, nalaman ng lola ko, nalaman ng mga tito ko, and they told my mom na nasa Singapore noon at that time. And tumawag siya. Ito yung pinaka-remarkable moment sa akin na tumawag siya and then, yeah, napunta doon sa tanong niya na totoo ba yung sinasabi nila sa akin na
At
ganito.
least kinonfirm sa'yo. Oo,
Yes
oo.
po. Ayun. And I was expecting talaga nun na, alam mo yun, yung typical reaction ng isang magulang na magagalit. Ganun na,
Yes.
ano, parang hindi ka pinalaking Kristiyano. Parang ganun. Parang wala kang nagawang, alam mo yun, magandang impluensya sa'yo. Parang ganun. Pero at that time, ang sabi niya lang, it's not too late for you to come back.
Grabe, no?
Hindi ka
So,
nag-mark sa akin. Parang, you still have a choice. Gusto mong bumalik o hindi. Nasa sa'yo pa rin yung choice. Yun yung sabi niya. And dun,
and what kind of feeling yung naramdaman mo nung sinabi niya yun? Parang
parang
walang
sabi ko,
judgment whatsoever, no?
opo, parang sabi ko, grabe naman, grabe ang swerte ko sa nanay ko, parang ganun. Parang sabi ko, wow. So, then, yun yung first time na I was crying over the phone, talking to my
Right.
mother.
Right.
Yeah, ganun. So yun, after that, parang wake up call siya sa akin na, okay, wake up, Jam.
Aha.
That's not you, parang ganun. So yun
So,
po, doon lang po nag-start.
galing, no? Kasi yun, parang ganun, ine-expect ko actually na sasabihin mo sinabun ka ng gusto eh. Tapos,
Opo, talaga
binigyan ka
yun
pa
yung
ng
expectation ko.
napaka-mature ng approach nun, ha? Uy, sabi din ni Grace Lynn pala, bago natin ituloy, kasi meron ako isang question mamaya. Grace Lynn, sabi niya, hi Jam, hi din Grace Lynn, good evening sir, thank you for being with us. Tingnan natin kung may na-miss ako, ha? Ayun, wala naman na. Yung doon ako na-curious banda sa part na when you were looking for an emotional support, of course at that specific age, di ba? Hindi pa ganun ka mature, hindi pa ganun ka stable ang emotions natin. Did you ever find one sa church or you found something else sa labas? Or saan ka ba naghanap? Naghanap ka ba una sa church or naghanap ka ba sa labas?
Sa church talaga.
Sa church
Yun
talaga,
talaga
yun. Yeah,
yung
very good
ano,
to
yung
hear.
change. Kasi ano eh, when you're exposed, especially sa ibang kabataan, akala mo okay lang din sila. Pero when you're exposed kasi sa mga activities, dun mo rin nakikilala yung iba na, marirealize mo hindi lang pala ikaw yung nakakaranas ng gano'n.
Experience, right?
And dun mo
Nire-give you
marirealize
advice.
na hindi porket Kristiyano ka, okay lahat sa buhay mo, parang gano'n. So, dun ko po nakita yung realidad ng buhay Kristiyano na hindi lang ikaw yung nahihirapan mo.
Wow. Thank you for highlighting that, Jam. Kasi din, syempre, madami din tayong naririnig. Kasi for example, yun bang expectation na medyo detached sa reality? So say for example, Kristiyano ka, dapat everything goes well. Hindi ka dapat apektado ng ano ba, whatever inconveniences and suffering ng mundo. And yeah, thank you for highlighting, at least from your experience. You said, nope, hindi tayo, ano man tawag doon, hindi tayo vaccinated against that, no?
Right.
In fact, baka mas marami pang challenges pagka Kristiyano compared sa mga nasa labas kasi alam mo na, ang ating enemies nandiyan lang. So, after that moment, what happened next? Ano ang entirely nagpabago um ng worldview mo dun sa after nung nangyari, after ka nagrebelde,
Yun po. Yun,
after tumawag yung mother mo?
yeah, right after that talaga, kinabukasan, I was like, I woke up, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. So I slowly stopped smoking. I slowly stopped drinking alcohol.
Aha.
And medyo nagagawa ko na rin na mag-open up sa mga kaibigan ko about my Christian life.
Right,
So alam
right.
nila na, okay, this is not me, hindi talaga ikaw yung cool rebel girl na kilala nyo. Okay, yeah, yun. At mas nagagawa ko ng mag-open up na Kristiyano ako, ganun, parang ganun. Na I grew up in a Christian family. Yun, doon na siya nag-start. And syempre, mas tumibay yung relationship ko with the young people that I was with at that time.
Mhm.
Pero at that time po, may gusto lang akong i-share din na at that time, hindi pa ako sa Church of Christ noon. Meron po kaming ina-attendan sa Isabela. But at the same time kasi I grew up with this church, with this
Right,
congregation.
right.
And then, pag vacation and Christmas season, sa Church of Christ sa Tuwaw ako. So, parang may dalawang church akong
Right, right.
parang gano'n.
Oh, interesting yun, ha? Pero even then, at least yung spiritual, alam mo yun, pag na food mo, you get it from there. Ang cool, no? Ang galing kasi in spite of yung mga nangyari sa iyo, with that specific highlighting on that specific moment na binigyan ka ng emotional support, ng encouragement, and nakakatuwang isipin, no, how little encouragement can change yung life ng mga tao, especially mga kabataan. Which do you think uhaw ba sa encouragement ng mga kabataan natin ngayon? May kulang ba sa encouragement na you think?
Depende po kasi kung nasan silang stage ng life at saka kung tinatry din ba nilang mag-reach out. Kasi parang ako noon, uhaw ako sa encouragement, pero feeling na-realize ko rin na, wait, nagre-reach out din ba ako? Nag-open up din ba ako?
Very good.
So, for all our young people na nanonood, ayan, sana maging encouragement yon na kung uhaw ka sa encouragement, kailangan mo rin mag-open up. Kasi wala nang makakabibigay, walang makakabasa ng mind mo So, kailangan maghanap ka din ng support. Pero yun nga po, thankful ako and maging thankful tayo kung meron yung mga tao na hindi mo pa nasasabi, ramdam na nila. Parang, siguro sa akin, yung mother ko gano'n. Yan.
That's a very good one. All right, tapos may sinabi ka noon kanina pala na ituloy natin 'yon kasi that will be part of the journey na din. From then on, so nag-stop ka na ng mga bisyo mo, na-realize mo, walang mangyayari then if you continue. And then that would be before your graduation, no? Tama ba?
Yes
Before your
po.
graduation. Okay.
Total na
And so
siya
what?
natanggal after ng graduation. Yan.
All right. So let's continue from there. So after the graduation, what happened next?
Yun po, college na. So, new environment na totally new. Nasa ibang lugar na ako, sa city na ako. Tapos, medyo mas, siya, tempting kasi city na. Dati, province lang. Ngayon, ito, nasa syudad ka na. Tapos, wala na ako sa bahay. Weekends lang ako nakaka-uwi. Wow, mas malaki yung freedom mo, di ba, na gawin yung gusto mo. Pero yun nga, parang before kong nag-college, kasi umuwi na yung mother ko, thankfully, yung graduation ko. So, mas lumakas naman yung Christian support system na parang,
Yun.
okay, we are giving you the freedom and the trust. Bahala ka na. What you do with yun. Yun yung isa din sa nag-mark sa akin na we trust you. You know what to do. Parang
So this
ganun.
time around, hindi mo na sinayang.
Yes po.
This
Talagang
time around
sabi ko,
talagang
I can't afford na. Parang ganun.
Oy, ang galing niyan ano. So ang nakikita ko dito is that is it correct? Ang message dito is that if you've given a second chance, which hindi lahat nagkakaroon ng second chance para sa ating mga tagapakinig, paminsan talagang wala. Doon na lang sa one chance mo. But if say for example nabigyan ng second chance, again what do we need to do with that from what happened to you?
Talagang grasp po. Talagang kapit ng mahigpit. Kasi second chance na yun. Yun na lang yung chance. I-consider mo na yun na lang yung another chance. Kasi, alam mo yun, ang dami mo nang sinaktan mo na yung sarili mo, ang dami mo na rin nasaktan sa paligid mo.
Right?
And what to it is, nasasaktan mo si Lord, parang ganyan. Kasi nasasaktan din siya pag nakikita niya yung children niya na nasasaktan, di ba? So, grab it na talaga. Yan.
And from what I can see from then on, talagang tininuan mo na. If I can say that, tininuan mo na. Ayaw mo nang ma-derail, no? Ma-derail yung train papunta dun sa journey mo. And from then on, meron bang mga bagong challenges na you think is too much for you, or meron bang mga possible trap na naiwasan mo na?
Hindi pa rin matatanggal sa akin yung parang grade conscious ka na parang kailangan achiever ka pa rin, di ba?
Kasi maganda naman yun.
Yes po, opo. Pero sa college, parang natutunan ko na although challenge sa akin na sana din maging achiever ako, mag-graduate ako na achiever. Pero doon ko natimpla na balance na okay, hindi mo na kailangang ibigay lahat. Hindi mo kailangang like to beat yourself so hard.
Right?
Become an achiever, academic achiever, which is, I don't, I'm not saying na hindi po yun maganda sa ating mga viewers na nag-aaral. Siyempre po, do your best for your studies. Pero yun nga, like what I've said in the past devotionals noon, na just make sure na hindi yun yung magde-define sa'yo. It's good to be an achiever at school. I'm cheering for all of you, pero wag nating yan na definition ng buhay natin at ng sarili natin. Yan.
Yes, Ranel, I agreed to that. Pati si Jessie, thank you for that one. And so, curious lang ako sa sinabi mo na yan. What will then define us para sa mga nakikinig, especially sa mga kabataan? If sabi mo don't beat themselves, kung syempre kung mauubos naman yung oras natin sa wala ka ng oras maybe sa church, sa service or sa paglilingkod, di ba? So what then would you advise to them for saan sila dapat mag-focus, or at least priorities nila?
Kasi po kung Kristiyano ka, meron isang bagay na kailangan mo matutunan na you are marked or sealed na bilang anak ng Diyos. Sealed ka na kay Lord. So
Mm,
yun yung pinaka-definition mo. You are a son, you are a daughter of God. At wala nang makakatanggal sa'yo nun if you claim it talaga. So, yung focus dapat is always to worship Him. You know, to
right,
always
right.
thank Him talaga na binigyan ka ng ganong privilege na magpabilang sa pamilya niya at magpabilang bilang anak niya. Kasi um, in our world today, hindi lahat nabibigyan ng chance na makita yon or hindi lahat gustong makita yon, di ba? Alam natin yun na may mga talaga na parang no 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 parang ganun. I don't believe in that parang ganun. So once naramdaman mo yon, and God will always do something in your life talaga na magpaparamdam sa'yo nun. So, always the focus is God. Always the focus
Right.
is Jesus. Yun.
And yun yung next question ko would be, mukha nga, no? Mukhang yun talaga na yung target and yung goal mo. Kasi, what made you then enroll sa CB naman? Any second thoughts ba? Or talaga nakafocus ka na doon? I want to serve more, thus I want to learn more. What made you decide na
Second thought
mag-enroll sa CB?
or madaming thoughts. Yun
Okay,
po.
saka lang. Sabi ni Kuya Jun muna, hello daw. Sabi ni Kuya Jun, of
Hello,
course, Kuya Jun,
Kuya
hello.
Joe. Thank you
Kuya Jun
for
is
being
watching with
part.
us. Yan. Alright, so ano yun?
Madaming thoughts, kuya, hindi lang second thoughts. Kasi
Sige,
3 years ko yung
20, sige, siguro
pinag-iinan ko.
i-limit natin sa 3. If you
Yeah,
can prioritize yun, sige.
3 years po yun eh. Kasi una akong in-invite, first year pa lang ako. So sabi ko, baka pwedeng, graduate ako. Fourth year na ako nun, tinanong ako ulit. Sabi ko, baka pwedeng, kunin ko muna yung license ko.
Aha, aha.
Yung mga Kristiyanong, alam mo din, parang realidad din ng Christian life na parang tinatawag ka ng Lord dito, pero may mga excuses ka. Parang ganun. I don't want to call it excuses before pero na-realize ko, yeah, you made it an excuse. Parang ganun. Na,
Aha, aha.
pwede ko bang, tapusin ko muna yung studies ko, pagka-graduate ko, pwede po bang kunin ko muna yung license ko? Pero right after naman po, as in right after kung makuha yung license ko, talagang nag-apply na ako. And nakuha naman tayo. So, yeah.
Ang galing. Eto, may tanong si Arnel doon sa sagot mo na yan. Kung meron ka bang tips daw? Ang assumption ko dito sa question niya ay, what are the tips you can give to the viewers on how to handle in times or matters without compromising? Siguro pagka career and tama ba Arnel? Career and service sa Diyos. Kasi gaya ng yung kanina pinakwento mo, gusto mo munang magkaroon ng license or kunin yung license. Are there any times in your life na pinapili ka ba? Parang ganun? Or ano bang pwedeng gawin para hindi ma-compromise yung ating service or ating focus
Okay
sa
po.
kanya?
Siguro po yung pinaka-present ngayon na I'm at the stage na, okay, work na malayo ka, work na malapit ka sa congregation mo. And
Yep.
ito nga, parang ito yung realidad and honestly na nandito ako ngayon in a location na medyo malayo sa congregation ko. So, actually, isang question din po yan sa akin, no? Pero I think it's how you would still connect to the people, especially like you give your service at the times na needed ka. And lagi naman talagang needed yung help yung service sa church eh. So, yes, syempre working po tayo, di ba? Yung iba naman nag-aaral. Sobrang laging mahirap sagutin yung tanong na yan. Na parang, pag pinapili ka, i-give up mo ba talaga to? Yung studies mo, yung work mo?
Right?
And talagang full-time or, service. And for some, which is I'm amazed na nagagawa nila yon, no, sa ating mga full-time ministers, ayan, preachers, leaders in the church. Amazing. And sa atin naman na hindi natin kayang gawin yon, we still need to work outside of the church and give our service in the church at the same time. Um, Time management po talaga, like
Mhm.
how
So,
do
kaya
you,
naman.
how do
Kaya
you
naman, 'no? Mm.
give your time, how do you make time talaga? Parang ngayon po, parang uh, pwedeng mag-work ako ngayon kasi yung actually po yung work ko hanggang night. But
Flexible ba?
yes po,
Oo.
you always have a choice. Yeah.
Right, right. O yun, so puwede naman palang pagsabihin yung paminsan challenging lang talaga 'no, especially 'pag demanding yung work. And hopefully and prayerfully hindi naman kunin yung Sunday.
Mm.
Nangyayari din kasi actually sa'kin nangyari nung Sunday, you have to give up yung morning pero kailangan pa din na hanapin kung merong time sa late afternoon and evening. Of course, don't miss it, especially sa ating mga kapatiran na nabibigyan ng trabaho sa morning. And so,
Mm.
eto sabi sa'yo ni Lady Angela, "Hello, strawberry jam." Ay naku, na-miss ko naman ang strawberry jam ng Baguio, Lady Angela.
Oo nga.
Thank you for that comment. Um, having given the chance na makapag-aral sa CB, um, I believe medyo stringent yung process nila dyan, no? Mahirap makapasok. But having graduated, any plans of at least sharing whatever you've learned doon sa school, sa ating mga kapatiran na, pwedeng ma-benefit nung pagka-graduate mo sa CB. Have you thought of
Yeah.
that?
Right. Yes po. Sa akin, pinaka masasabi ko talaga is yung adaptation. Kasi pagpunta mo doon talaga din, ibang environment, ibang tao, ibang klase ng kultura. So, tas pagbalik mo ng Pilipinas, mag-adjust ka ulit eh. Parang ngayon, it's been 6 weeks pa lang since I came back from Singapore. And parang nag-a-adjust pa lang ako ulit na kahit na ito yung home mo, Philippines, di ba? Pero always kasi mapupunta tayo sa iba't ibang part ng Pilipinas or maybe part of the world, meet people, especially po sa ating mga kapatiran na missionaries or yung mga
Mhm,
talagang nasa service, di ba?
mhm,
Preachers, ito natin. And yung pinaka tumatak sa akin is yung sinabi ni Paul sa Philippians. Oh wait, I will look for it. This is in chapter 4 of Philippians, verses 12 to 13. Pero 12 na lang. I know what it
mhm,
is to be in need and I know what it is to have plenty. I've
mhm,
learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. So
mhm.
yun po, isang malaking bagay yun kasi from Philippines, hindi rin naman po kami mayaman, hindi rin naman kami hindi rin naman ako lumaki sa isang rich family. So, I grew up in a provincial way of life. Tapos
Right.
biglang punta ng Singapore, super city, lahat meron eh. Tapos, kasi scholarship po yun, um, ang ating mga kapatid sa Singapore ay suportado ang school.
Right.
Siyempre, yung school din mismo na we are given free incentives, ganyan po. Tapos, ang generous talaga ng mga kapatiran na talagang they would bring you out, ganun. So, yun yung parang plenty. And then, pagbalik ko ng Pilipinas, dun naman yung realidad na, okay, wala na lahat yun. Now, it's time to stand up on my own. So, yun, what do you do with that? Pag mararanasan mo yung both extremities ng buhay,
Right. Right.
meron ka lahat, and then later on, wala, tapos meron na naman, tapos
Mhm,
wala.
mhm.
In both extremities, laging contentment, laging nandiyan
Nice.
si Lord para magbigay. Nandiyan si Lord para pag meron, thank God, praise God. Pag wala, praise God pa rin kasi there's something na paparating. Ganun. Yun.
Galing, ha? So, I bet ang dami mong natutunan doon sa CB. I've heard yung ating mga kapatiran na graduate na when they come back, madami na rin sila na put into practice. So, if aside dun sa contentment, if there are anything na natutunan mo, maybe one or two, tingnan ko lang yung time, ha? Kaya, pwede pa naman siguro na one or two. Ano yung pwede mong maibahagi sa ating mga kapatiran? What are the biggest learnings na you can share with us during your stay sa CB? Contentment is one. So maybe meron ka pa bang gustong idagdag, like one or two more?
Yung relationship building sa kapatiran kasi
Sa kapatiran, okay.
talaga,
Let's talk about that.
yes po, yung how do you build up relationship na hindi lang sa church? Kasi po maraming ganun na magkakakilala tayo, close tayo, pag nasa
Yeah.
church tayo.
Yeah.
Pero paano pag wala tayo sa church? Ganun,
Why you think it's
nawawala.
important?
Important siya kasi one family tayo di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So kahit nasan ka, family kayo, di ba? Family tayo, ganyan.
Yep.
So kung tayo ngayon, hindi naman po tayo magkakasama in one place. Hindi ko rin naman po kayo ganun kakilala personally, di po ba?
Right.
Nandun yung connection, nandun yung relationship lagi. And, excuse me, na yun nga, na hindi lang kayo okay pag nasa church, ganyan, yung nagagawa mo pa rin mag-check in, check out
Right.
sa mga kapatid. Lalo na pag hindi na kayo magkakasama, ganyan, kumustahan, make sure na they are okay or you know what's going on in their life. Not naman in a way na you're prying, di ba? Yung parang nangihimasok ka. Pero yung point ko, yung parang iparamdam mo sa kapatid mo na yeah, you are brothers and sisters kahit hindi kayo magkakasama in a congregation.
Importante yun, Jam. Madami rin tayong naririnig na ganun nga, pagkalabas na ng church service, pagka Sunday, no? Clueless na sila sa nangyayari sa isa't isa. And magandang advocacy yan. If you are going to at least advocate for that specific cause, madaming mga churches na matutulungan yan dyan. Ganda. Yes. Push mo yan, ha? Push mo yan. Magandang, valuable siya especially sa atin. Ang nangyayari kasi is that, di ba? Sisters, brothers tayo pag Sunday, pero pagka weekday, wala akong munang paki sa'yo. Busy ako. So, hindi siya, I don't think that's the ideal Christian relationship, no? Kasi we learn from the scriptures din na yung mga Christians noon, araw-araw sila talaga nagkikita and everyone is part of their own daily life din. So, yeah. Ganda nun.
Paul, kahit hindi niya kasama, lagi niyang sinusulatan sila and he would say, I am in spirit. Diba?
Good point. Sulat pa yon, ha? Dati wala pang Facebook naman, no? Na-agree sa'yo si Arla, sabi niya, I really relate on that. Sana ma-practice yun at mabago sa church. This, I think, is a little complicated than what it appears sa surface. Kasi nga, alam mo na, lalo ngayon na marami na din busy na mga tao. But yeah, I think, Jam, if you have learned something na pwedeng i-replicate sa atin sa Philippines at least, yeah, let us know how we can help you advocate on that. Okay. And so, sabi niya, even sa mga foreign belief, ma-develop na yung treatment natin sa kanila. Foreign believer, right. I think, ang sabi niya dito. Thank you, Arnel, for that. 6 weeks, no? Kakabalik mo lang pala, 6 weeks. And so, yes. Mukhang, yun, excited kami sa mga pasalubong mo sa amin spiritually. Whatever learnings yan. Kailangan nating i-share sa kanilang lahat. And we still have, I think, about 9 minutes. Mamaya na tayo mag-closing and yung mga messages mo sa kanila. Anything else na hindi gusto mo pang i-share sa amin? That would be greatly beneficial sa ating mga tagapakinig. In and
Oh,
out, baka may nakalimutan ka pa or
yung pag-open up din po. Kasi feeling ko
Uy,
mahalaga
maganda.
yun.
Maganda yan. Sige. Pag-usapan natin
Kasi
yan.
we lived in a dorm, kami mga students,
Right?
and you get to experience your classmates' different culture, different perspective in life.
Oo nga. Nakita ko kasi iba't ibang nationalities, no?
Yes po.
Parang meron yatang mga from
Sa aming batch naman po, Filipinos and Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Mga mainland Chinese. Okay.
So, nandun yung differences ng perspective nyo in life. Even though you are Christians, hindi mo mawawala na meron kayong differences
Cultural,
sa
maybe.
kind of views, ganyan. And how do you, let's say, papaano mo i-handle yung faith mo at that times na kayong lahat in a situation, meron kayong different views and alam mo yun, kasi yung nangyayari naman po talaga yun eh. And hindi kailangan i-compromise yung faith and yung pagiging brothers and sisters para lang ipaglaban natin yung sarili-sarili nating belief. We can always we can always meet in the middle.
Right.
And kung may ayaw man, leave it there, pray to God, and ipag-pray mo din yung brother mo, ganyan. At yan pa yung mahalaga talaga na maging open and how you say things. Especially, let's be real, Christians get angry, Christians feel sadness, Christians feel anger, lahat ng mga negative emotions na pwede nating sabihin, nararamdaman din yun ng isang Kristiyano. And how do you handle that pag nandun na? It's the way you say things, parang lalo na pag may mga misunderstandings kayo, kailangan mong maging tapat sa nararamdaman mo pag may nararamdaman kang hindi maganda sa kapatid mo. Pag galit ka, kapag ayaw mo yung nasabi niya or ayaw mo yung nagawa niya, kailangan maging open ka doon. And syempre, in gentleness. Again, rebuke, correct, train in gentleness and in righteousness.
Galing nun, Jam. Actually, kasi 'di ba sa Singapore is multicultural, I think magiging beneficial din yan i-part mo dun sa advocacy mo na you can also teach and share paano mag-handle ng different culture, different people on different culture and different nationalities para at least 'di ba yung ating mga kapatid na hindi pa nagkaroon ng chance makipag-interact with different cultures, at least they know how. So yan, maganda. At saka gusto ko yun, gusto ko yung idea na yun na paminsan kasi, ewan ko ba, napapansin ko lang din siguro to, maybe it's true or not. Even myself, yung during my early years, parang confrontational at saka parang gusto natin lagi ng arguments pagka-Christian, di ba? Oy, tama, I'm speaking the truth. Pero then later on, na-realize ko din na hindi lang kasi truth ang sinabi doon, even sa Ephesians, di ba? Ephesians, you have to speak the truth in love. And paminsan, pumapasok na kasi sa utak natin na nagiging yabang na siya, hindi na siya in love. And sa Colossians din in Colossians, dapat maging beneficial yung sinasabi. Otherwise, imbes na maka-attract tayo ng mga tao na makinig doon sa gospel, actually nati-turn off sila kasi the way gaya ng sabi mo the way we speak, hindi siya palatable sa taste ng. We're not saying we are sugar coating, yun kasi yung term. Hindi natin yung sugar coat. It's just that merong specific way, tama ba? May specific way on how we say things na madaling i-digest ng makakapakinig, yung magiging turn off sa kanila. And what we have learned with that is that chances are, yung probability na bumalik sila sa atin at makinig ng gospel will be zero. Kasi parang madadala na sila. Si Aki yan. Argumentative yan. Gusto lagi may kaaway. Yun. Sabi ni Arnel, Amity Bracken, also to Ma'am Jam. Thank you, Arnel, for the hearts.
Yeah, thank
meron
you.
meron sabi si Jam, si Angela, ang sabi niya, si Jam very straightforward talaga siya for only 1 year. So nagpang-abot kayo ni
Yes
Angela
po.
doon at saka nila Janriel at saka si
Mag-intern ako
Ezra
ng
yata.
1 week.
Oo, kasi last year sila bumalik. Nakasama ko siya sa Singapore, so sabi, kind, honest, and true friends na lahat. Masarap po siya magluto. Ayun. Kailangan matikman natin yan, Jam. Thank you,
Hopefully,
Angela, for this
no.
testimonial. Ha? So, as we wrap up, we are nearing the end. Thank you for being with us, Jam, for the whole hour. As we are nearing the end, if we can summarize this one maybe into one or two or three, at least maximum 3 sentences, how are you going to wrap up your whole life, your learnings, things like that, and paano siya magiging beneficial, especially sa ating mga tagapakinig na within your age range, na having the same struggle, having the same challenges. So yeah, take it away, Jam.
Yes po. Um, para sa atin na matagal ng mga Kristiyano, and even for those who are starting, yan, sa ating mga babies, ganyan, na the focus is always Jesus. Yun talaga. Na hindi laging, it's not all about you. It's all about Jesus. Although, syempre, may importansya yung storya natin dahil nga parang ngayon, encouragement, di ba? And
Yep.
3 big words po talaga na sana na matandaan nyo sa details kanina is yung contentment, adaptation, and yung rebuking in gentleness. Yun po
Mm,
talaga.
very good, very
Openness,
good.
openness. Yun.
Okay, thank you so much, Jam, sa ating mga tagapakinig. Wala ba kayong question kay Jam, or at least takeaways na gusto nyo i-share sa amin? Just comment down below sa kung saan man kayo nakikinig. Going once, going twice. Sige lang, habang nagta-type kayo, I am so much filled with blessing, with having Jam sa ating session tonight. It's always there is always something to learn from all ages ng Christianity, whether mas bata sa akin or mas matanda sa akin. Ang daming pwedeng matutunan. Wala kasing monopoly ng experience sa buhay, no? So I know you guys have been to a lot, and it's always a pleasure to see a Christian na nag-stand up, na stand firm to the faith up to this point in time. Sabi ni Kuya Jun, pagbati niya sa'yo, with the wisdom you've gained, bear much fruits for the kingdom and glory of God. Absolutely,
Yes,
Kuya Jun. Thank you so much for that. Anyone else who would like to share their thoughts and takeaways before we formally close this session? And yeah, then again, my dear brethren and ladies and gentlemen, our friends who are listening, grabe, ang bilis talaga ng 1 hour pagka, alam mo yun, na-enjoy yung exchange ng experience. So, ang takeaway daw ni Arnel is that love God and love your neighbors, apply the golden rule in life based on Bible. Absolutely, Arnel. Thank you for this reminder.
Amen, yeah.
Amen. So, going once, going twice. Oy, nabit natin yung ating 10 o'clock na time, ha? Uy, Jam, thank you so much. Alam mo, na-appreciate namin ang presence mo, and thank you for taking the time na i-reserve in i-block mo for us na matuto sa yung life story and life journey, Christian life journey. Thank you everyone as well. And yeah, don't forget to pray tonight, and may you have all a blessed week ahead. So I'll see
Thank
you
you so
whenever I
much.
see you. Thank you, Jam. And ingat ka dyan, ha? Tumataas na naman ang cases, so ingat dyan. All right,
Ingat
let's
po kayo.
end this broadcast. Hold on a second.